going on, everybody? My name is Paul. Welcome back to the channel. And in this video, we're talking about AMZ Marketing Cloud, or Amazon Marketing Cloud, or AMC. What is it and what are the best use cases and how can it help you grow or generate more revenue while optimizing your profitability, meaning, lowering your cost or deploying your cost more efficiently. So in a nutshell, Amazon Marketing Cloud is just Amazon's attempt or solution. I say attempt because it's not 100% perfect yet, to make Amazon ads, multi-touch attributed, because at the moment, Amazon, ads is last click attribution. And that basically means that the final click of, an ad basically gets 100% of the credit. And Google, if you're coming from Google Ads, Google PPC, then you basically know the path to conversion. And the path to conversion, again, it's not rocket science, okay? It's really simple. There might be entities out there, between you and I who want to communicate to you that it's more complicated than it actually is, for you to be confused and for them to think that you need it. And again, I like to compare it to chess. Yeah, chess is easy to learn. Like a child can learn the rules of chess, but playing against Magnus Carlsen is a different, scenario. So even though it might be simple, the game is still hard because you're playing against grand masters in chess, so to speak. For example, in Google, we have this, path to conversion, interface, which basically shows you the different touch points a customer, contacted or went through before he converted. And obviously this is what Amazon is trying to replicate. I know this is in German, but I mean, you get the point, right? So some people, some customers might have, interacted with an ad, then went onto the website. And, in Amazon, that basically means that there are paths to purchase, right? Or paths to conversion, like Google likes to call it. Again, excuse me for the German, but you get the point. So media exposure just means the different ad types a customer interacted before he checked out. Because in the ads console, the last click that converts, within the attribution window, obviously gets 100% of the conversion. But in reality, obviously a customer might first, click on an SD ad. Then, maybe he went, he landed on the PDP, but I don't know, the size was not available. Then he saw an ad, maybe, I don't know, an SD ad on the, under the buy box, clicked on that, of a different, variation, clicked on it, landed on the page, he liked that model more, but I don't know, the size wasn't available, clicked on, an SP ad with a similar model that he liked, went on it, okay, cool, he liked it, and checked out, right? That's a more realistic, path to conversion. No customer goes onto Amazon. I mean, you can't generalize, but in general, if I shop, I don't know how it is for you, but when I shop, I click around, right? I click on different ads, I look at this, I compare prices, and then I check out. But the problem is that we might now see in the advertising console, this sponsored display ad that first, generated no conversion at first glance, right? But was more like a top of funnel ad, and then led to conversions down the funnel, bottom of funnel, that gets 0% of the credit. So we might now go ahead and pause the, wasted ad spend in quotes, but at the end of the day, we might have interrupted a conversion path, right? A path to conversion. Especially in Germany, I've heard some of the leading agencies talk about AMC. For example, with AMZ Hackers, I heard some experts talk about AMC, but I've never actually seen anybody share their dashboards, So I don't know why, but yeah, I'll show it to you right now. We just use IntentWise. I love IntentWise. I can highly recommend IntentWise. If you want to support this channel, there's an affiliate link down below. Obviously, that will help me get basically compensated for the value provide on this channel, but just take it with a grain of salt. So there are obviously multiple, you don't have to use IntentWise. I just highly recommend them. But you can also just build your own, get your own AMC instance. So in case you want to, create your own AMC instance, how that works is basically a couple of ways. But for example, if you're a verified partner and you want to sign up for AMC, you just go here to Tools and Resources. You go to Advanced Tool Center, click on it, and you will land on this page here, right? Most of you probably already know this. Some people will now hate me that I'm sharing this, but I believe in Prometheus. Prometheus is one of my heroes. And Prometheus, this is the movie, but in Greek mythology, Prometheus is the Titan who stole the fire from the gods and gave it to humanity. Obviously, this here's a, good guarded secret, but I'm not afraid of competition. I love competition. I want more competition. So I share my secrets with my competition because I still will believe that I, will beat them. But long story short, here, then you can, click on Amazon Marketing Cloud and, just follow the integration at the end of the day. You just have to work through the integration. Obviously, if you have like SQL knowledge and programming knowledge, then, it's probably long-term more in your interest to follow this path. But in case you want to get started quickly, plug and play, just go with IntentWise, right? They're great. Like, I can really highly recommend working with IntentWise. So obviously there are multiple use cases. One of the use cases we just talked about is here, this path to conversion. We just IntentWise's demo account, but it's a good like indicator, like visualization. And here we can basically see the different paths, right? We can basically see how much revenue we generated, like strictly from sponsored products, or like strictly from sponsored display, and for example, like how much revenue we generated first over an DSP ad and then with like over an SD ad. And I think it's a great start, like coming back and like closing the circle when it comes to what we talked about earlier. Now, as a PPC operator, I would want to know on campaign level, and maybe honestly, I'm not that deep into it. I still have to get better. Like, this is a deep ocean. But my question now would be, okay, what campaigns of each path? Like, I just need more granular data. I need more granular data in order for me to make better decisions. Because now I might see a sponsored display ad, if I drill down, for example, in one path on campaign level, and now I might see one, path of, or like, for example, the advertising console, I might see an SD ad that has a low like ROAS, but here the path, I can see that the total path is profitable. So that's why, we have to take it with a grain of salt, because obviously everybody has their own self-interest in mind, and Amazon might just want to introduce a shiny object to, to justify like more expensive top of funnel campaigns. But overall, I think, we have to look at everything in a balanced way, because obviously it's also in the best interest for us to generate, returns. So that's one of the, use cases. And obviously there are more than those use cases. For example, what is like another super valued use case is this, here, DSP campaign performance by geo. So again, if you're familiar with IntentWise, you know their demo account, Wiser Drones, right? But yeah, everybody has this demo account who uses them. So this basically is pretty straightforward, right? It just shows us our performance per, location. Obviously, if you are advertising in Europe, this will look differently, but it's pretty straightforward and self-explanatory. It's not really rocket science. Obviously, now we want to spend the most where we have the best ROAS, right? Looking at this year, I would want to, obviously, this is relatively low spend. This is just the demo account, but like hypothetically, I would want to like intend to spend more, no pun intended, IntentWise, right? My intention is to spend more, for example, in Wisconsin. And you can also feedback that information into, Facebook or like meta ads, because in meta ads, obviously we can target per location, and we can do the same thing with, Google ads. So yeah, that's basically the second use case. So the use case that I personally like most, and, we can dive into this topic more if you want to on this channel, but like what I like most is if you utilize DSP, you can basically create audiences and push these audiences into a DSP that you could not like create without AMC. And I think that is the best use case in my opinion, but at the end of the day, I'm still diving into it. So I'm learning as I'm going. I'm not going to sit here and say I've, cracked the code and figured it all out. But from my experience, just from common sense, what performs the best is the, where's it at? It's just here, shoppers who added items to the cart but did not purchase, right? We can, target the same audience with, with brand tailored promotions, but we have more control in DSP. And yeah, and like you can only create that audience with an AMC instance. And obviously that is like we don't have that capability with just, the advertising, like the ads console. So yeah, I think I'll cap it here and dive deeper into it in another video. If you drew value from this video, feel free to like, comment, share. And yeah, my name is Paul. Thank you for your time and see you in the next video. Deuces.